Hey, everybody, and welcome to another deep dive. Today, we're looking into something that really has me concerned.
Definitely something to be aware of.
Oh, yeah. It's a newly discovered macOS vulnerability,
Yeah,
nicknamed HM-Surf. And this thing, it's got the potential to really compromise your data.
absolutely.
Like we're talking browsing history,
Browsing history,
camera access, your microphone, even location data.
that's a big one.
Yeah.
So we're talking about CVE 2024 44133,
Okay.
and it targets macOS's transparency, consent, and control. TCC for short.
TCC.
Yeah, think of TCC as like the security guard for your Mac's most sensitive data.
Okay.
Like it uses this whole system of permissions and prompts to control which apps have access to your camera, your microphone, your files, and all that really important information.
So then how does this HM-Surf exploit actually work to get around TCC?
So basically, HMSurf exploits this weakness in how TCC protects the Safari browser directory.
Okay.
And by manipulating specific files, attackers could potentially sidestep these TCC protections and then gain access to things they shouldn't. So they get unauthorized access.
Exactly. And what makes it even worse
Yeah.
is this isn't just hypothetical. We've seen this vulnerability being actively exploited.
Actively. Oh wow, so this is a right now problem.
Yeah, unfortunately it is.
So what does that mean for everyday Mac users?
Well, Microsoft actually, they identified a known macOS malware family called AdLoad that's been using HM-Surf.
At load.
Yeah, and this malware, it does all sorts of nasty stuff from swiping your data to even taking control of your device.
And the really unsettling part is how sneaky these attackers are being with this HM-Surf thing. The report from Microsoft, and it's kind of wild, it was Microsoft that found this.
Right.
But their report talked about some really stealthy tactics. Things like attackers taking and storing camera snapshots, privately recording your camera streams, even launching Safari in a minimized window so you don't even know what's happening.
It's scary how sophisticated they're getting.
Seriously, it really makes you think about just how vulnerable all of our data is. And the fact that it was Microsoft, a competitor to Apple, who discovered and reported this vulnerability is pretty remarkable.
Yeah, it really goes to show how important that collaboration is between these tech companies.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in this case, their quick actions probably saved a lot of Mac users from becoming victims.
So for all our listeners out there, what can they do to protect themselves?
So the most important thing, seriously, update to the latest macOS version right now.
Right.
Apple's already addressed this vulnerability in their update.
Okay, good.
And make sure your security software is up to date too, especially Microsoft Defender. They've got some specific protection against this one.
Gotcha.
And then, of course, always be careful about any suspicious links or downloads. That's just good practice anyway.
Good advice. It's a little unnerving to think that even with this vulnerability patch, there are probably more out there just waiting to be discovered.
Definitely makes you think.
It really highlights how important it is to stay informed and prioritize your digital security. All right, everybody, thanks for diving in with us today. And until next time, stay safe out there.